Hey guys, it's your girl Shondell, creator of the Craft Print, aka your favorite crafter and your craft coach. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your own custom wine bottle labels. See that? Drink up, Grinches. Love, your big sis, Shondell. Not only am I going to show you how to create the label, I'm going to show you how to make a wine bottle bag. I know this is so cute. Like, I love it. I love it. So, today's video is sponsored by Cricut. Let me talk to you really fast because I know you're here just for the craft and you don't want to hear me talk too much. So, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of my favorite machine, why I like it, and why you should get it too. So, Cricut has a few cutting machines, but my favorite is the Cricut Maker. Right there. And right there. So that's the one we're going to be using today in this video. And with the Cricut Maker, you have a larger variety of materials that you can cut. And Cricut in a whole has machines that can help you do a multitude of DIY projects and most of all personalized projects. Now that this year is like, you want to be able to give people meaningful gifts, and you can create that with your Cricut. You can even customize your own cards. You can make your own wrapping. You create so many gifts, custom ornaments. You can make practically everything with this machine. But today I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. So thank you, Cricut, for sponsoring this post. Guys, get your supplies ready. Everything is listed in the bottom. And let's get to work. I'm not going to take up all your time. Let's hop on over to the computer. I'm going to show you how to design it, how to cut it, and how to put everything together. So let's go. I'm back really quickly. I just want to mention to you, in this video too, we're going to have real crafting. We're going to mess up a little, but we're going to get it right. I just want to remind you guys, when it comes to crafting, the most important thing is that you enjoy yourself. Have fun, don't stress out. So now let's get back into the crafting. We are going to start by going into Design Space, choosing a new project. Then over here on the left side, you're going to go to Shapes, add in a square. Now you're going to unlock, that's the button right here, so that we can change the height and the width. So now that we've measured the label, we're going to change our width to 5.25 and our height to 3.5. And let's lock it back so we don't lose it. So now that's the size of our label. We're going to go ahead and just decorate this label. I'm just zooming in so we can see it close up the way that we want it. So you're going to go over on the left side to Images, and we're going to search for what we want. So I am going to, let's type in, this is not champagne, but we'll type in champagne and see if we find some sort of a saying to put on the bottle. So I don't like anything here. Let's try bubbly. So the good thing about Design Space is you have so many options. You just go into the search button, the search up top here, and type in. So everything you type in literally has a bunch of pre-made designs if you don't want to design it yourself. Let's try drinking. Just trying to find something that I like. Look at this one, Drink Up Grinches. I like this. It's talking about drinking and a little bit of the Christmas spirit, talking about the Grinch. So let's put it in the center. I want this, let me make sure it's on. Yes, so that's like jet black. This color, because I'm doing sort of the leopard pattern, I'm going to change that to like a brown. See that? So it can match. Now, remember, you can do anything that you choose, any color that you choose. You can even choose a pattern for back here if you have a pattern that you want to upload. So we're going to go over to images again. I'm going to take out drinking and I'm going to add in leopard. And I'm going to take this one, the little print. When you select it, go down to the bottom right here to insert. Just going to make it fit because I want it just right around the edges here. Right next to line type, this little square, that's where you go to change the color. See that? Now around this time, a lot of us are either getting, I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, I don't like that. A lot of us are getting new machines. Some of us are getting extra machines. So this is the time to really get to know Design Space because there's so much that you can do here. Now I want to make a duplicate of this. I can either right click and choose from here, or I can go over to the right to the layers panel. See that? And duplicate is at the top. So as I was saying, now that we have our machines, even if you don't have one yet, it's good to watch these videos and just kind of learn to get to know Design Space until you get your machine. For me, I have about 3 ears and 2 makers right now, and the maker is definitely my favorite. So this is my little design here. Now remember, you can change this in the colors, the style, the pattern of your liking. That's the good thing about having your Cricut and using Design Space. It's all about how you like it, or how the person you're gifting likes something. So down here now, actually it kind of looks a little grapish, doesn't it? But I like it anyway. Now we're going to text because I'm going to put a little message. Love your big sis. Now I'm going to make that a little smaller. See how large that is? You can go up to the width. I'll just change it to 4. Now let's make it a little, I want it really small, like right under here. So this is how you personalize. Oh, don't move the square. Yeah. And then I'm going to go back to text. I'm going to type in my name, but I'm going to change it to a more script font, like if I signed my name. So we're going to go up here to the top and then just scroll and choose. Let's try this one. That's Alexis Maddox. That's cute. So I don't like the letters with so much space. We're going to join it together to make it look like it was actually written in script. So you go to the top to letter spacing and reduce that size. Just keep clicking until see that? The letters actually touch. So if you want all of the letters to touch, you see how some touch and this right here, the E and the L went over, you're going to ungroup either at the top right over here, or right click, press ungroup. Now you can individually move the letters so they are right on each other. So sometimes, depending on the letters, they don't usually touch exactly. Now, you can select all of them, hold shift, and select all of the letters, and then go and click weld on the bottom. So now they're stuck together. I'm going to make this smaller and put it right down here. Let me double click to open back up that dialog box if you want to take something out or add a text. I just want to put a comma at the end of that. There you go. And now I love the way this looks. So you can personalize your labels for anything. Now we're going to highlight the entire thing and then go to flatten. See that? Isn't it gorgeous? Okay, so now when you're done, always remember to save your project. So we're going to save this as leopard label. Save. Now we're going to send it to your machine. Actually, go to your printer first, then your machine. So you're going to, always remember to choose the machine you're using. Click on make, and you see here, it goes here. You're going to load your printable vinyl into the printer, let it print out. It'll look just like this. Once it's printed, you're going to put it on your mat into your machine to cut out, and then we're going to label the bottle. So you click continue, and currently I'm using the Epson Workforce 7720. So when you click on print, the dialog box comes up here. Now right here it says use system dialog box. You choose this when you need to choose a specific tray in your printer, if you like to change the settings for your printer. So I always select that, click on print. That box will pop up in a few seconds. See, here we go. Now feed from, I'm sending it to the rare tray. Media type, this is more of like a photo matte paper. It's not necessarily glossy. Always have it on best quality. Click on print. Now let me see if I have the choices. I'm going to keep it on infusible ink transfer sheets because that's what I'm going to continually use. And instead of coming back and changing when I cut again, I'm just going to use this setting for now. So we're going to have that cut, then head on over to the machine, and I'll show you how that looks. Okay, so now we have our mat, our design printed on our printable vinyl. We're going to just line that up, press it down. I'm going to bring the machine forward. We're going to load it in and then allow it to cut. Now our design is finished cutting. We're just going to raise it up off of there. And we have our sticker. Now I'm using sparkling cider because I don't drink. I'm going to lay this up like right here. And you see the design fits right there. So we're going to lay that down. And I am going to just peel that label off. And then we're going to lay it on the bottle. See that? Custom label. How cute is that? Let me move the Cricut back a little so we can see the entire thing. See that? Completely customized. Now you can do any theme that you want, any colors, any design. It's just perfect for personalized gifts and very easy to do, as you can see. So now let's move along, and we're going to decorate the bag that we're going to put this in. And we're going to design our wine bottle bag. Now the wine bottle bag has a design area of about 11 inches by just about 6 inches. So we're going to go over here and get the shape. Choose a square. we're going to unlock it, change the height at the top here to 11 inches and the width to 6 inches. Now that's just showing us the area that we have to put our design. So I'm going to change it to, let's put a light gray just for us to see. You don't want your design to be exactly this size, but within this size. So you know this is kind of your template here to work with. Just, I'm going to lock it. So we have our design and we know that it's going to fit on the bag. So now we're going to go back over here to images and let's search together for what we want to put on here. So I'm going to type in Christmas. And as you can see, Design Space has a whole lot of options of designs that you can use. And I'll show you, even if it's a cut file, I'll show you how we'll use it, whether you want to print or not. So let's keep looking. I like this, warm Christmas wishes. Now I also want a Christmas hat. So I'm just gonna go in and type in hat. I like this one. So we're gonna go to insert. So now we see that we have this entire area. So we're just gonna size it to fit within here. So this would be like your limitations. Let's move it up. Now, since we're matching our wine bottle with the whole leopard theme going on that I love so much, I'm changing this and it's gonna cut in the brownish color. Now the hat, right here, that red part, I want in the same color, like that. And the leopard is going to cut for the circle and the little fuzzy, little fuzzy area that goes in the front of the hat. You don't have to change this anyway. You just remember that the white is representing the leopard that you're going to put down. I want to make this a little larger. So like that. And now the square rectangle, actually, we don't need it because remember that was just our template. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to save our project and save it as whatever you want. I'm going to save it as Warm Wishes. Now we're going to make sure you choose the machine you're cutting with, which today I'm using the Maker. Click on Make It. So you see, there we go. Now with our infusible ink, you're going to mirror your image. Go down to this one, again, mirror your image. You're going to press continue. And now you're going to choose infusible ink transfer sheets. And then we're going to lay it on the mat and send it over to cut. Now, before we go over to that part, I also want to show you how you can figure out your settings for your easy press and the temperature and everything for the material. So I'm just going to run over to Google and type in Cricut heat guide. So this is the first one right here. I'm going to open this up for us to see. Now this is where you go to get all of your settings so you're not confused. So we are using the Easy Press 2 today. Now you're going to choose your heat transfer material, infusible ink transfer sheet. Now you choose your base material, wine bag, click apply. Now you see it shows us all of the instructions. We're going to set it to 385 degrees Fahrenheit. You have 60 seconds as the time to set it. Light pressure, so we won't be pressing down really hard on the material, and it is a warm peel. Now also, if you're unsure, the image right here shows you how you would do it. So you're going to put a sheet inside of the bag. You're going to lay your design down. You're also going to put the sheet, and this comes in the pack of the infusible ink sheets, down, and then put your machine on top. Now here it also shows you any supplies that you need. Remember, this sheet right here, it's actually butcher paper, and it comes in the pack with your infusible ink sheets. It shows you preparation, application, and also care. So that is the Cricut heat guide. So you never have to stress yourself worrying, trying to figure it out. Now also right here, you see it says preheat for 15 seconds. We can kind of just like hold it down, make it a little warm, and then get ready for that. So that is that part. Let's go back to our cutting. So now I chose to do this one first, and that's the brown. And let's head over to our machine and get started. Okay, so here is the infusible ink sheets that I'm using. Going to open up my box. So on the box, you will always see what patterns and colors you're getting. So we're getting the brown and our leopard. It comes in a sealed bag. Every time I'm finished, I put it back in this bag and I just stuff this in and load it inside the box upside down. See that? The butcher paper, 2 pieces are inside. Now I know what you're thinking. This looks kind of dull compared to the sign you're seeing on the box. But one thing with the infusible ink you will always see is that, look at this color. It looks dull. It always looks dull on the sheet. When the heat is applied to it, it's gorgeous and it's bright and it's beautiful. So what we're going to do is get our mat. We're going to load our material, and we are cutting with this brown side first. Now, hold on. You're always going to put your infusible ink side up. Ink side up. So I'm going to bring my machine closer. We're going to load it in there. And allow our baby to cut. And then we're going to do the same after that with the leopard print material. Okay, now both pieces are cut. You can see where they are. We're going to cut on our design and save our extra paper. We can't forget our hat. Now we're going to do the same here. with infusible ink, it is not like HTV. So what we're going to do, you can just peel it off. It feels more like cardstock than HTV. I'm just going to peel it away. Now, this is a good amount, so we can probably save that for a small design. You don't want to waste anything. Now, you see these little pieces that are left on? That's perfectly fine because there's no ink on it, so it's not going to transfer over onto our material. So we're just going to do the same. Now with the wording, same thing. But you're going to be careful because it's a more intricate cut. So take your time as you're doing this. There we have it. The most tedious part is done. And remember, these little white pieces, it's okay because it doesn't have ink on it, so it won't affect our design. So now we're going to get everything prepped to press this onto our wine bag. Okay, so this is my large mat, and today I'm using the 12 by 10 inch easy press. So we're going to turn it on here. You're going to press the little thermometer to change the degrees. So you're going to go up. It came off already. Okay, go up until we get 385 degrees. There we go. Press the thermometer for it to stop. Press the little watch for us to change the time. Oh, I went down. Up. Just hold it and it'll count by fives to go a little faster. So we're going to 60. There we go. And stop. So now it's going to warm up. See? It's warming up until it gets to our desired amount of degrees. Okay guys, so I actually came off camera to run and get my wine bag. So we have our Cricut wine bag blank that's used with infusible ink. One comes in a pack. So we're gonna take that baby out. So there we go. See that? Just going to move this back a bit while it heats up. Just come up a little bit so you can see it better. All right, so this is the area we're going to work on. Let me take a little tags off here. Remember, we are putting a butcher paper on the inside. That's the paper that came in the pack with the infusible ink. You can just fold it up. To fit right in there. We get our design ready. And the paper, it's sticky on the back there. So we're going to just position it and see where we want it. Now I'm just going to try the hat. So we're going to, see it goes right here. Bring this down a little. I want it up a little. So that's gonna go right here. Let me just cut this piece off. So what we're going to do, we're gonna give the hat a little bit of space. That's where it goes, and this goes here. So if you want, what you can do is cut this close enough so we don't have to press too many times. We could probably do this once with everything. And then right where the hat is, then we lay it here. And this piece go here. So we're going to cut close here, but leave the other side so we have some space to peel up. So that will go right here. See that? Because our hat have a little space in between them. And our little circle, just cut right close to the edge and leave the other side. Just a little piece hanging over. Hold on. I want to make sure this goes like this. And then our little hat piece goes right under here. But that looks a little weird to me. Like it isn't enough. Oh no, okay, that's why. Lay it here. And this goes more towards the back here. See that? Let's make it in the curve. And press it down. All right, so everything is in its place. Just look at this, make sure it's a little straight. I'm always a little off with these things. There we go. So everybody's ready. We're going to lay that on top. Our easy press is set to our degrees and our time. Just gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna lay it right on top and then start to see the button. Maybe it's just covering the whole thing. Light pressure. So you guys are just gonna stay here with me and have it count down. So you see, this is not a very hard process. The weeding actually takes the most time because you wanna make sure you get the correct pieces. But with your Cricut, you can create so many personalized gifts for the holidays, even birthdays. But especially for the holidays this year, you wanna give people something personal. We're almost down. We have 8 more seconds to go. Then we're going to take that off. Remember the settings said that this is a warm peel. There you go, you heard the little beep. we're going to remove our butcher paper. And remember I told you it looks a little faded in color, but it'll look better when we peel it off. So look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Ooh. So I'm looking at it and I realize I didn't put the pressure, as you can see, I put it more here than I did up here. So with infusible ink, it needs even pressure throughout the whole entire thing. So I didn't press down right here, but I am going to, it's good to see like when you have a little mistake, what you can do to correct it. Now in this case, if you want, you can leave it, or you can just recut this little piece and we press it over on here again. So that's what we're going to try. Remember with crafting, guys, it does not have to be perfect. If you do mess up, there's always a quick fix, or we can just do a whole project again. So when it comes to crafting, remember, there is nothing wrong with continually trying, messing up, and starting all over again. So I'm just going to cut that piece alone. We're going to heat it back down and correct our mistake. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I did it. This side is a little lighter. You see, it's like an ombre. So we are going to peel that baby off. Lay it exactly where we want it. Lay that butcher paper on top of there. And I'm waiting on the smaller one to just heat up. I decided to use the smaller size just to target that one area that we are trying to correct. And remember, do not stress yourself when you mess up, things don't go right. Stop for a minute, breathe, think about it, find your solution, and then get on it. So we're gonna press this down, then we're going to start. And see, okay, we're right here. Just making sure. And we're just gonna wait it out. I'm not going to fast forward. So if you do not have a Cricut machine just yet, I advise you to definitely get one. My favorite is the Maker, like I told you guys, and it's because you can use so many different materials with the Maker because they have the quick swap tool system. So that allows you to swap in different types of tools to cut different types of material. All right, guys, let's see how we did. Warm peel. Oh, look at that. See that now? It makes me want to redo this too. All right, guys, guess who wants to redo? But we're going to leave it because I really like it. There we go. All right, guys, so let's look at the finished product. Here you have it, the finished product. Look at our baby. And just throw it in the bag. And there you have it. Fun, personalized, and ready for the holidays. All right, guys. So how easy was that? Simple, simple. So now you can go on and customize your own gifts, whether it be the wine bottle, It can be just the label if you want, the bag. Cricut has a variety of infusible ink blanks. You can make coasters. You can make pillow covers. Pillow covers. So listen, there is a large variety of things you can do. Get up, have fun, enjoy the crafting, and while you're doing that, create meaningful DIY gifts for your family and friends. So happy crafting, guys. I hope you enjoyed this project.